Do you like yogurt? Do you like making your own yogurt? Do you think it's easy to make your own yogurt? Well, worry not if you think it's difficult, because I have here a perfect recipe for a beautiful probiotic made from one ingredient that I bet you have it in your home, which is oatmeal or oats. It's very tasty, very rich in nutrients, very good for your guts. And you know by now that your gut is your second brain. It's very important to keep eating probiotics for the health of your guts, because there we produce a lot of hormones that are important for our mental health, right? So let me show you how I put it together. Superfood. Let me show you how I put this superfood together. First, we're going to sterilize a glass jar. It has to be glass and it has to be sterilized, okay? And we're going to add the oats in it. And then we're going to add room temperature filtered water. And you're just going to close the lid just a tiny bit, okay? Don't close the lid totally. We just want to isolate the environment, okay? So the bacteria develops well and it's not in touch with the environment, okay? And what is also important is to wrap it in a tea towel or two, because we need a dark environment for the good bacteria to develop, all right? This is the natural wild fermentation, if you can say that. Now, if you are not so familiar with this method and you're not so sure if it's going to ferment it or not, you can also add a starter, a yogurt starter. If you have made yogurt before in your house and you have a little bit, you can add it to it, about a quarter cup. You add it to it, then it's going to start the fermentation process. Or you can use one capsule of a probiotic. All right, so those three ways, those three methods, you achieve the same result, okay? Just on different ways. Whatever method you use, you keep doing like I said. You cover the lid, not completely, just drop the lid on top, wrap it in a tea towel or two, and then put it in a closed cabinet and allow it to ferment from 24 hours to 72 hours. It depends on where you live, it depends the temperature on where you live. I know that in Brazil now it's winter, so it's probably gonna take 3 days, but right here where I live, it's probably gonna take a few hours. No, I'm joking. It's because it's really hot here, but it's probably gonna take 24 hours. The more you leave it fermenting, the tangier and the more yogurty is going to taste, all right? After you've seen that the texture changed, it's gonna look like you added milk to it, because it's going to be milky and white, okay? And it's going to start smelling like cheese. Don't worry, that's normal. However, if you see black, green, or dark yellow spots in it, that's a little bit of a fungus, so you discard it and start it all over again, all right? That's probably because either your jar was not sterilized properly, or something came in contact with your oats while it was fermenting, and then the bad bacteria fermented along with the good bacteria. So discard it and start it all over, all right? Now, after you achieve the desired fermentation process taste, you can keep it in the fridge for 5-6 days, all right? But keep in mind that the longer you leave, even in the fridge, because the fridge is not going to stop the fermenting process, it's going to slow it down, but it's still going to keep fermenting, all right? Keep that in mind. Now, what you can do with it. This is a raw, very neutral yogurt, so you can, for example, make a berries yogurt with it by mixing, blending berries and a banana. That is going to act as a sweetener, and blend it along with any fruits of your choice, I mean whatever, and it's going to be your yogurt. Super healthy, like I said. You definitely need this in your life. Nowadays we need it even more, right? Because weird times, so we need any help we can to keep us up to the game, right? And like I said, I'm gonna leave an article below on the comments, And on the description of on the video description here, just expand and you'll see an article talking about your gut health and how important it is for your mental health. All right?
I've been gone, but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me. Kinda strange how I can take a beat from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface. 'Cause nobody gets me. I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. Looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me escape from
So here's my yogurt. It's just the plain yogurt. You will see as it ferments, you will see little bubbles coming from the bottom to the surface. That's exactly what we want. We want this to happen, okay? We want to see small bubbles. And when you mix it, you see the bubbles moving around, and that's exactly what we want, all right? And it's going to smell a little bit tangy, like I said, delicious. So, you guys, it's so good. By the way, the video, this recipe is from Camila Vitorino from, what's the name? Oh, Pensando ao Contrário. So it's a Brazilian channel. She's amazing. She makes such wonderful recipes. If you're Brazilian, you know who I'm talking about because she's big in Brazil. And if you're not, head over to her videos as well. You're gonna find very nice things. But if you don't, I show you this anyway, like I did so many times here on channel when I bring you Brazilian recipes, right? So that's the idea. Good. Now, small pieces of oats. Now, keep a little bit of this yogurt here to start a new one, to use as a starter for the new one, okay? Because when you ferment with anything using a starter, the taste is going to be more pronounced, a little bit stronger than if you ferment it, like I said, just with the oats and the water, to my taste. All right, so this is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I post a new video. Follow me on my social media, take pictures and tag me if you make it, and let me tell you, and let me tell you, and let me know how much you love this recipe, because this is like a staple here in my house now, so I had to share it with you. All right, so recipe on my website over here as well, and I will see you next time. Have a fabulous week. Bye bye.